Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. There's a really good fight that's coming up in the cruiserweight division. It is between the fighter who won the Contender series in season 4. He's a former Olympian, Troy Ross, and he's fighting former champion Steve Cunningham. As you might remember, Steve Cunningham lost his title to Tamaz Ademic. Now, I think that there is a distinct betting strategy in this fight. Um, let's think about a few things. There is a huge reach difference. Forget the height of the guys. Understand that Steve Cunningham's reach is 82 inches. Troy Ross's reach is 72 inches. Ross is more of the puncher in the fight, and he needs to get in close to be effective. He's not going to be able to get in close against Steve Cunningham. I like Cunningham in this fight. Cunningham has one of boxing's better jabs, and Cunningham working behind a jab with a 10-inch reach advantage against a fighter who has less mobility than him is almost impossible to beat. Let me also point out, too, that if you take a look at Troy Ross's fights, you're going to find out that Troy Ross, in addition to having the shorter arms, is very inefficient with his own jab. In fact, at one point in the Contender finals, it was pointed out that Troy Ross had landed less than 10% of his jabs. He was having that much trouble against an opponent who isn't as elusive and isn't as hard to hit as Steve Cunningham. Let me also point out what should be obvious, given what's happened in boxing over the last year. Tomas Ademic, who Cunningham lost to. Cunningham hit the canvas several times in that Ademic fight. I believe he hit the canvas 2 or 3 times in that Ademic fight. Tomas is actually one of boxing's elite fighters. He's very good at getting inside on an opponent. He hits very hard. Keep in mind, he actually dropped Chad Dawson when he fought Chad Dawson. Tomas Ademic has so much power. When he fought Andrew Galata at heavyweight, Ademic put Galata down on the canvas. Don't think for a second that Steve Cunningham, because of a loss that he had to an elite fighter, has slipped appreciably or is washed up. He's still the same guy who spanked Marco Huck, right? And so I believe that what you're going to find is that Ross cannot fight from distance. The secret to Ross's success is that he's a hard-hitting southpaw, and hard-hitting southpaws, as opponents of Paul Williams know, in a different weight class, are very hard to duplicate in training, and when the bullets are flying in the middle of a match, inexperienced fighters forget that the guy they're facing is a hard-hitting southpaw. Here, Steve Cunningham is a vet. He's in his 30s. He's seasoned. He is a boxer first, a puncher second. He's not going to forget. I believe he wins this fight rather easily. Now, if you're a gambler, and if you're thinking of putting big money on this fight, right, then you know I'm a person who believes in hedging, in straddles. What I want you to do is I want you to take Cunningham to win the fight. You can straddle it against Troy Ross by knockout. Troy Ross is not going to win a decision in this fight. His only chance of winning the fight is a puncher's chance. So I think with that straddle, since I expect Cunningham to be favored by a wide margin, that straddle should ensure you should get at least 3-1 or 4-1 odds on the Troy Ross by KO part of the bet, which should ensure your bet should something happen and should the puncher get off a lucky punch during the contest. So, to sum up, I like Steve Cunningham in this one. I believe Cunningham reappears in the cruiserweight division at the highest levels. Take Cunningham. Thanks for watching.